fewer gatekeepers? Give an example on it. What are the few?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am. Which means fewer gatekeepers is like handles the administrative responsibility. Then they have different responsibility to gather the data, to check balance, and finance responsible to manage the budget. And it shows more freely, both internally and externally. There are few barriers, and then the communication can flow easily. There will be no huge communication gap. Then you can manage activities, and as well as gatekeepers typically control the flow of information and decisions within an organization. Then increase the autonomy employees lead to the fewer gatekeepers, and this one basically, if we say like different management and different responsibilities are taken, like check the balance, data, each and everything, ma'am.
Very good. So, in hierarchical structure, what do you think about the decision-making efficiency? Oh, sorry. Okay.
Ma'am, that one I know. It's
Sorry,
a
sorry.
functional structure, ma'am.
So,
A
what do you think
functional structure.
about the strict reporting line, and what do you know about the crisis management?
Yes, ma'am. For no ambiguity, which means no difficulty, which reduces the confusion so that everyone knows their own responsibility. I mean, their responsibilities, which we have to report one to person, not more than that, like CEO and managing director, which reduce confusion as well. Then, which have the workload. And for strict reporting lines, which is like sometimes communication flows, different channel, limit and flexibility, gather the data, then communication follows established channels which can slow down decision making and limit flexibility. And for crisis management, ma'am, sometimes situation is difficult. We have to support just one person. If report more than 2 3 person, it's quite difficult to giving this, because having we have different opinions, different concerns, different points responding to the event based on organization strategy as clear lines of authority, which is functional structure is in crisis situations arise. Management refers to critical event and natural disaster that will have negative impact on stakeholders.
Very good. So now moving on towards the hierarchical structure. Hierarchical structure, first thing is that your reporting line is clear. You are clear enough to report the person on to whom you are going to report. It is very clear to you. But it should slow the reporting line process. But of course, you have to focus on that your reporting line is clear and you have to report to just one or two persons. Frustration. Sometimes we will get fed up. Yes, of course, we get fed up. As an employee, we are working in the organization. Yes, it is. Yes, we start frustrating. We start fed up with the job. Sometimes we think that it is not the cup of tea. We are not convenient with it. Strict reporting. When your reporting is very strict, it is very difficult for you to make the decisions. It is very difficult for you to grow with the organization, and it is not possible for the organization to earn the profit. If you are working with your cousin, when two people are working with each other, they have different mindsets, they have different ideas, they have different thoughts, they have different point of views regarding the businesses. If I and you are working with each other as business partners, I, for example, I said to you that we have to develop the device which helps us in doing the work easily. The device basically is the, say for instance, a net device, because we have a problem in the net internet. Everyone, we face the internet problem. So I said to him or her that we have to work on that device, and she or he said no, I don't think that the idea is useful, we have to work on this.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you. Are you in the frustration or decision making efficiency?
Yes, of course, decisions are made on it, because when you're reporting
Ma'am,
is
ma'am, my question,
not
ma'am,
possible.
are we in the frustration point or decision making
No, no, we
efficiency?
are in the frustration point,
Oh, okay, okay, yes, yes.
because when a person is going to be frustrated, then he or she has a workload on it. When two people give them the task and their point of views are different. Likewise, if I said to Mishal You have to work on the marketing project and tell me how we increase our sales. For example, Nehal asked her, no, you have to work on the device, or you have to develop something new, to develop some strategy, to develop some device for our organization so that it will improve with the time. You have to develop an internet device for us. You have to work on it. Start working on that project. So it means that the reporting line is strict, that you have to report to two persons. You have to report the managing director and you have to report the CEO. The both of them have different work. It is not possible for you to start working on different project with different people at same time period. Like at 9 a.m. managing director give you the task. At 9:15 or 30 a.m. the other person will give you the task and he give you the deadline. For example, today till 5 p.m. you have to complete these two tasks on time. It is not possible for a person to complete the two tasks on time because he is a human. And yes, I know there is a workload in the workplace, but not too much workload that the employee is going to be frustrated. When the employee starts frustrating, he starts fed up of the job. He is always in the phase, he always thinks that how should I run from there? How I quit my job? On which basis I quit my job? On which basis I give the resign? That I am not happy with the job. I don't want to do the job here. And earlier, I gave you the example of my colleague. She got 4 interview calls on Friday because her work is very difficult. And yes, she is fed up. She gets frustrated while doing the work because her reporting is very different, is very strict reporting. She has to report to two persons, the managing director and the other one is CEO. So when you are working with two people, it makes it is very necessary for you to make the decisions. But if you start making the decisions on it, if you start making the decision, you have to implement the decision, then you will get the output. First of all, you will get work on it, then you will receive the output of it. Otherwise it is not possible for you to quit the job, because the decisions are made without the input from all the levels. Input means that we didn't enter the data and we need the results on time. Like SPS is a software in which we enter the data and get the results. So if you didn't input your data on time, you will not get the output. So always try that to comfort the employee. Always try to relax the employee in the workplace so that he or she will do the work with free hand. No burden, no workload on them. The employee will be more happy with you while working. Now next, decision making efficiency. When we talk about the hierarchical structures, the decision making is very fast and quick. As the authority is concerned, is linked with the top management level. And in the top management level, there are multiple people who are working in the organization: chairman, CEO, coordinator, executive director, floor manager, admission manager, HR executive, receptionist, and some graphic designer, social media expert. So these are the people who are working within the hierarchical structures, and all of these things made the decision making very easily because you are linked up with the top management level. And when top management is involved in anything, they make the decision process very easy. Limited teamwork. Limited teamwork means that the communication is restricted between the departments, between two departments. If you are working with one department and you have to give report to the two departments, like if you are working with marketing department, you have to give report to marketing department, but on the other hand you have to give the report to finance department, or you have to give the report to the procurement department. It is very difficult for you because it creates a hurdle in between your teamwork, because communication will be on the top level with every person whom you are working with. The communication is not limited. If the communication is limited, if the communication is restricted between the departments, it is not possible for you to or your team to produce the good results. It creates the hurdles between the teamwork, and also if you are going to develop or if you are going to trying to invent the new things, it also creates the problem in it. So always try to be not to be specific. Give your team an edge to work freehand so that you'll be able to get the good results. Any confusion regarding this?
Ma'am, once again, limited teamwork
Limited teamwork means
and decision making efficiency. Yes.
limited teamwork
Ma'am, decision.
limited teamwork means that your communication is limited with the people whom you are working with. You are not allowed to communicate with other people. So if you are not allowed to communicate with other people, it creates a hurdle between the new experiment of the work, between the new innovation of the work. If you are working on a new project and you will think that you involve the marketing people or you involve the social media people with that with you, so that more ideas you have, you will get the desired good result. But your boss said that no, teamwork is limited and you have to be specific in this regard. So this means that it is a problem for you. It creates a communication gap between the departments. It creates the hurdle between the team and their work. It creates a barrier between the work you are working on. And when the barrier occurs between the work, it means that there is no chance for you to grow in the organization. And decision making efficiency means that quick decision making. The hierarchical structures make your decision quick, because top management level also involved in it, like CEO, chairman, executive director, general manager, floor manager, supervisor. Every person is a part of the top management. Chairman to the front level managers, they are the part of the top management. They will make your decisions very easy because every person is involved in it. They start working on the same thing. They are on the same page. They start thinking on it. They make the right decisions. Their decision is accurate in this regard. And when the decision is accurate, it means that it makes everything ease for you. It makes convenient for you to work in that organization and make your decision very easy and smooth. Yes, any problem?
No, ma'am, now I understood.
Oh. Now moving towards other slide. Radical organizations against formal impersonal communication methods, that is memos and reports, are common. In hierarchical organizations, memos basically are the part of letters. Like when we write email to another person, it is the part of that email. Reports, you have to make a report. For example, if your boss said to you that you have to make a report on how much profit we earn in this month, so these two things are common. Decision making is very very necessary in this regard. Flat organization, face to face and formal communication methods, like through business meetings, through the feedbacks. And decision making process is often collaborative. Collaborative means the decision making process is always with the teamwork. You have to make the decisions with the team and then start work on the project. In short, the organizational structure basically helps you to make the communication very effective. The are flat structures helps you to make the communication smooth, to make the communication strong. But there are different things that they have to work on. They have to work on the progress of the employees. While the communication functional structures work on the point of clarity, that what kind of work they are working on. And the hierarchical structures, as we discussed earlier, that they make the decisions very, 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 very easy for you. And if the teamwork is not limited, if the teamwork is not still within the two or three departments, then it is possible for the organization to grow. Because if there is a communication gap, if there is a hurdle between your work, you are not able to grow with the organization, and the organization is not able to earn the profit. So these are the things that helps your organization to grow, and these are all the things that makes your communication level strong, and also your communication level will be in the flow, and your communication level will be in speed in this regard. Yes, Ozana, any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay, my question is from you. What do you think about the limited teamwork explained in 3 to 4 lines?
Yes, ma'am. The limited teamwork is basically based on which is restricted between two departments and creates hurdle between teamwork. Not to be specific, communication should be limited, and communication may be restricted between departments, hindering collaboration and innovation, and it also causes barriers.
Okay, very good. What do you think about the flat organizations and hierarchical organizations? Give one point for it, and in a nutshell, how will you explain this?
Yes, ma'am. For hierarchical organizations, basically it's the communication needs, and which is like memos, reports, and decision making can be compulsory, often top-down level management. And for a flat organization, which is like decision making, will be like you have to collaborate, and which is instructions. And for in summary, for the organization structure helps to make communication very effective, have to work on the progress on employees, help organization to grow, make communication level strong, and communication level flows as well, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now moving on towards the remote working. As we all, as we discussed earlier, that the remote working means you have to work from office. Not work from office, you have to work from home. If your office is located in Bahrain, or in say for instance London, France, or Japan, you are not able to go there. Start working from home. Remote working basically increase your performance, because yes, there's a the time is not fixed in the remote working, but if you are working properly with the organization, their timings are fixed. Like I give you the example that if we talk about the USA time, it has the difference of 5 hours. If for example I talk about the Saudi Arabia time, or talk about the Bangladesh time, they have different times. So this means that the employee who is working remotely from home, sometimes it creates a problem. Because yes, you are attached with the top management level, but it is not possible for the person to understand if if his or her business is going into loss. It is not possible for him or her to capture the problem, or to understand the problem, what is all about. But yes, it has a positive impact as you are working remotely. So it increases your confidence, and work from home is very easy for you. You are convenient with this in this regard. Yes, of course, when the office is located in other countries, it is not possible for everyone to travel. Because yes, of course, first thing is inflation, and sometimes parents didn't allow you to travel to abroad. If you want to work with the office, so you have to start work from home. And when you're working from home, they pay you a good salary package, or huge salary package they have to pay you, and a handsome amount is given to you by the companies in this regard. And obviously, in remote working, there is no face-to-face communication. because sometimes it is not possible for us to do the face-to-face communication. Sometimes there is a problem of internet. Sometimes there is some problem that we are facing, so it is not possible for us to do the face-to-face communication or to build the strong relationships with the workers. And you are always less connected with the company's culture. You have no bond with the people who are working in the organizations, and also you have no chance of learning opportunities, because when we are working in the organizations we are always in the learning process, whether as a student, whether as a teacher, whether as an employee. We always in the learning phase. We always learn new things from different people. Whether if we I am working in the office, I learn different things from different people, the new things from different people. If I am working in the university, at that point I learn different things from different people. So remote working is good, but it is it shows negative impact like this, because you have no chance to grow and you have no chance of learning new things or new opportunities in this regard. Yes, Rosanna, any question?
No, ma'am.
Isolation means the point isolation is also written here. Isolation means that you alone. Isolation means alone. When we are working from home, yes, we alone work.
Ma'am, ma'am, slides in isolation. You're showing the remote working one.
Yes, and remote working isolation is also at the point of isolation too. So that's why
Oh,
I
okay.
also explain this point too, that when we are working as a remote, we are working alone. We have no person to talk with. Isolation means alone. When we are working in the organization, we are not alone. We are working with different people. We have the chance to talk with our colleagues. We have a strong bond with our colleagues. But when we are on remote work, it is not possible for us to make a strong bond with the employer, because we are alone working from home. So we are disconnecting with the people. And yes, we are working professionally, but we are disconnected with the people. We are getting bored while working at home. As far as the new technologies are concerned, different technologies are introduced in this regard, like artificial intelligence, and the there are a lot of softwares which helps you in completing your work on time. Like SPSS is a software through which you are able to gather and required also you are able to get your desired results. Oracle ERP is a software which helps you in making your work very easily and in efficient manner. So as we talk about the isolation is a situation if you are working alone from home, and while working alone we get bored. And yes, but I think is working from home is that you are convenient while working. You have no pressure of work. You have no workload on you. So isolation means that you are up to date with alone means also the part of it, but yes, you are attached with the new technologies so that they will increase the productivity of the work, and it will also helps the people to run their work smoothly. But yes, you are not in a state to work to interact with people when you are in the state of isolation. Any questions regarding this?
no, ma'am.
Now moving on towards maintaining consistency. Maintaining consistency means that the adaptation of the technological advancements, or in simple words I'm going to explain you what is maintaining consistency. Maintaining consistency means that you have to adopt the new technological advancements. Like in offices, they are used different softwares for writing the different articles, for writing the different thesis or something else. You are updated with the new technologies, that what technology is going to introduce now. This will improve your communication skills, this will improve your work level, and it will increase the productivity of the work. If the organization wants to achieve the profit, they have to up to date with with the new technologies. They work on the workshops for the employees, they arrange the training programs for the employees, so that the employees will also up to date with the new tools, with the new systems of the technology. As today's world is a digitalized world, and we have to up to date with the new challenges of the life, with the new challenges of the workplace. We have to work on the different technology levels. We have to gather the information about the new technology, so it will help you in the workplace while doing your work. Yes, Susanna, any question?
Ma'am, I can explain once again in short. Just this much understood is like this is maintaining consistency. It's like the adoption of new technologies and updated with like they improve communication and increase productivity up to date. Is there any other point regarding this? Because it's written uniform and standardized across an organization, like
Okay,
maximizing benefits of technology.
I'll explain you in simple words. In simple words, managing consistency means focusing on the task you have in the hand at present moment while maintaining a long term vision. When we do something regularly, we get feedback on it. This feedback helps us to change anything we have. If we are facing any problem, the feedback will help us to update the things. So it means that you have to focus on the task. Focus on the task means the task that is given to you by the organization right now. At the hand means that the task you have right now working on at the present moment. What are you doing at the present moment? You are taking class at the present moment, and for example, if I ask you, Rosanna, start writing 4 paragraphs on the impact of new technology. This means that this is the task I'm giving to you at the present moment. So when we do something regularly, if I give you this task regularly means on daily basis. When we have a class, for example, if we have a class on daily basis, I ask you, Rosanna, write 4 points on this. Rosanna, write 5 paragraphs on this. So this means that if I start giving you tasks like this, I'll start getting your feedback in this regard. That what will you think about today's lecture? What is your feedback about today's lecture? Whether whether it is very good. Do you think writing practice is good? So now will you understand the maintaining consistency?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now moving on towards next slide. Speed of responses. Speed of responses means that what is your speed of responding queries to the customers, to your, whether they are the old customers or whether they are new customers. Customers means if you are working in the consultancy firm as admission manager, if you are working in the college as an admission executive, students are your customers. How will you respond their queries on time? What is your timing of respond the customer? Whether you respond them fastly or whether your response time is very slow. If a person calls you every day, you will get frustrated and said, what is this? I'm fed up of it. I just respond him yesterday. I gave him his answer yesterday, and now again he starts calling me. What is this? You will start ignore the person. No, not ignore that person, because if you ignore the person, your organization will be in loss. The person whom you are ignoring, the customer whom you are ignoring, will start giving the negative reviews about the organization, and the negative reviews means that the organization whom you are working in is not good, or the staff they are hired is not trained enough to respond the answers of the customers. Yes, any confusion, Rosanna?
No, ma'am.
Okay, give me the first, give me the answer. What do you think about the isolation? Explain it in 3 to 4 lines.
Yes, ma'am. Isolation actually refers to the like working alone, maybe completely in one place, like individuals have no person to talk, working with different people, but through Zoom meeting, disconnecting, and working professionally. Lots of softwares help to complete work, able to get reward, enhance productivity, no pressure of work, no heavy workload
Okay, what do you think about the,
attached with new technologies.
okay, very good. What do you think
Individually
about
up to this.
the maintaining consistency? Explain in 3 to 4 lines about it.
Ma'am, maintaining consistency refers to the adaptation of new technology as well as the adopt the new technology and advancements, updated with new technology, improve communication skills, increase productivity, up to date with new system, new challenges in the workplace, improved efficiency, focusing on the tasks, working on the present moment, like allowing companies to address customer inquiries, resolve issues, each and everything.
Very good.
Like
But
we have to maintain, yeah.
yes, please complete it.
Yeah, maintaining consistency is over.
Okay. Now, what do you think about the speed of responses?
Ma'am, speed of responses, like it's a speed of theories to the consumer, training a timing response, which is quick react, enhance the capability of organization to quickly react. Sometimes you have a negative response, so we can resolve issues easily.
Okay, very good. Now we have the last slide, need for damage limitations that is due to social medias and impact of new technologies. I'll explain this in simple words so that it is easy for you to understand. Need for damage limitation means that we have the social media platform. Everyone, we are using the social media platform. Now it is up to you that whether you are using the social media in a positive way or you are misusing the social media. There are a lot of people who misuse the social media platform, like hackers. They hack your Facebook account, they are trying to log into your Instagram account. There are two people always. One who always, in your friend circle, one who always loves you, who always supports you, and the other people who are just haters. Like if you are working as a YouTuber, you will get a good comment, you will get a bad comment too. Some people say that you are very good, some people say that you are not good. Some people say that yes, your videos are good, you are very good, you are excellent, we like your videos, and the haters said we don't like your videos. What is this? Your views are not so much enough. So this means that these people are creating the negativity on the social media platforms. It affects the company's reputation, it impacts the stakeholders reputations too. Stakeholder means the person who are working with the organization as a financer. Stakeholders or shareholders are both the same. Now, if it is just an example of YouTuber, if you are working with the organizations, as I said to you, that if your services are not good, if you are not providing the proper consultancy to the or to your students or to your customers, they start getting the negativity. Their comments are negative. They said that they are fraud, they are scammers, they are not the good people, they just take money from the people and didn't bother them. They are not the good people. Just stay away from them. Choose any consultancy company, but not this company. not a specific company. I am just not talking about the specific company, but every any company you are working with, if there are negative comments regarding your services, of course it creates a negative impact for all the people working in the organization, for the director, for the CEO, or for the